Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you a really simple makeup tutorial, and what we're going to be using is a beige and a really medium purple. It's really gorgeous. And then you just need blush and your mascara and everything else in your brushes, okay? So first, I'm going to show you how I do my foundation. I use a sponge, and I take my liquid foundation and put it on the sponge. And then, since my cheeks are really red, I usually just pat it on my cheeks. I know it doesn't look that beautiful, but it will when I'm done, I promise. But if you don't really have very red cheeks, you don't need to do this. I just do it just because my cheeks are naturally so pink. And then usually around the T-zone area, I just smooth it on like so. And you just want to make sure that you cover any streaks, because the goal is to make it look like your skin's naturally like this. And then don't worry about doing the under eyes, because we'll do that last. And then what I do, that a lot of people don't think of to do, is I'll get more foundation and I'll put it on my neck and under, right around here. Because a lot of people don't think to do that, but actually you should, because it makes it look more natural. So you don't have a line right where your jaw is, so so everything's the same color. You just smooth it on like so. And again, just make sure that you can't see it, because you want it to look natural. Okay. Now, another thing people don't know to do, if you want your eyeshadow to stay on all day, the best thing to do is take your sponge and then dip just the corner of it into the foundation, so you get about that much, not too much. And then you put it on your eyelid. Now by doing this, you just smooth it on like you do with your foundation everywhere else. But honestly and truly, by doing this, you're going to get your eyeshadow to stay on all day. And by the time I'm done showing everything, you're not going to have to touch it up at all, which is fabulous. And then just do the same thing on the other eye. But yeah, you really don't honestly need a lot to do this. Really, you just want to smooth it in and blend it. That's the biggest thing. And if you ever want to use your fingers at all to smoothing thing in, you want to use your middle finger. I'm not trying to flip you off or anything, but use your middle finger, but preferably you use this finger, which is right next to your middle finger, your fourth finger. But, the middle finger and the fourth finger are the lightest, so that way you don't, bruise up your skin, because your skin is the most tender right here underneath your eyes. So that's just, letting you know. I usually use my index, but you can use, the fourth one. Usually you should use the fourth one, but... Okay. Next, there's two brushes you should have. You should have one for dark eyeshadow and one for light eyeshadow. Just so then that way, whenever you're putting on your makeup daily, you don't have to worry about, mixing dark and light. It just doesn't look good. So anyway, to make it easier, what I do is I just have literally one that's darker than the other, so I know which one's which. Now, here's where it gets kind of, in my opinion, kind of fun. First, I'm going to show you this, just a basic color. This is a very light white color. I'm using Mirabella, but you don't have to use Mirabella. It's just ones that I have from when I went to cosmetology school. But you want to take a very white, light color and tap off the excess powder on the container or on your wrist or something. And then what you want to do is you want to lift your eyebrow up kind of and raise your eyebrow and do little circular motions right underneath your eyebrow, just so you can kind of get the skin to take in the color a little bit. And this is just to kind of make your eyebrows look good and brighten them up a little underneath them. So it's a little highlight, I guess you could say. And then do the same on the other eye. But you want to get more, of course, more foundation. And just do it like so, like I am. And you can kind of see there's a little shimmer. So it kind of like, you know, shows off your arch and shows how pretty your eyes are. Next, you're going to take the beige color, somewhere around this color, and use the same light brush. Get the foundation, tap it off. I usually use my wrist. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go from your tear duct to about the middle of your eye, like about right here, middle of your eye. You're going to put on the foundation. Now this I just literally just put on like so, smooth it on. And you go up just a little bit higher than your eyelid, not a lot. Okay, and I usually, just so it will stay all day, honestly, I do about 2 or 3 coats of it. Okay. You can't really mess this up. You just want to make sure that the line isn't noticeable, like where it's, you know, light and dark. Because see, if you can tell, it fades right now, which is good. That's what we want it to do. Okay. And then do the same thing on the other eye. And again, you know, just go to the middle. So I just did 3 coats of that. And then what you want to do is you want to kind of look in the mirror and make sure that the color is the same on both sides, see? Alright. Next you're going to take a darker brush. Now this is where it gets a little bit harder, but it's not too hard, I promise. We're going to kind of make it look like the purple is meshing with the beige, so it's almost going to look like a puzzle piece. So,